Hey everyone, it's Fantayzia and welcome to my Sims 4 wishlist for 2022. So this year is almost over and I thought, why not write down the things that I would love to see in 2022, because you know the year is almost here and then we have the whole entire year for things to come out, so there's a lot of time for them to release different things. So I did write down 10 things. Now obviously we might not see any of these or just some of them. I really hope at least some of them, but I mean, hey, you never know. So before we get into the list, let's go ahead and do our notification shout out, and this one goes to Origin. And thank you so much. I'm so happy that you like those Christmas paintings that I made. That means a lot, and Merry Christmas to you too, and all of you guys if you do celebrate. Thank you so much for your comment, and if you guys want a chance to be in a notification shout out, all you gotta do is comment down below. So number one on my list, of course, is better babies. I mean, that's just a given. I feel like at this point, I feel like that may have even been on my wish list for 2021, because it just, I mean, it's gonna be on my wish list until it happens, and that's just that. So I really hope 2022 is the year that we finally get better babies, or just something like another baby life stage in between. You know, I don't know. I feel like they're not going to add any more life stages at this point. The game's been out for so long. So I don't think that's going to happen. But I don't know if it's like for some reason, quote unquote, impossible to make the babies better because they've made them as objects. Like, it would just be nice if maybe they have their little newborn stage and then you can instantly age them up into like this other life stage that's an actual baby. Just give me anything at this point, just to make babies more lifelike and real Sims. So the next thing is generations, and this is another one that's going to be on my Sims 4 wish list until it comes, because generations is a must-have for me. For Sims games, my top packs that are just something that needs to be there for me always is seasons, generations, university, and you know, some sort of pets expansion pack. So obviously in The Sims 4 it was cats and dogs. In The Sims 2 we didn't have a generations, however there was a lot of family things in The Sims 2, so it didn't necessarily need it. Like, it didn't really feel like anything was missing there. We always just had enough family things to me. Like, comment down below if you feel like that. Sims 3 generations fit in perfectly. It was amazing. Also, before we move on to number 3, I do just want to say, if those of you guys, you know, didn't really play The Sims 3 much, it's very different from The Sims 4 Parenthood. It's very, very different. So definitely go watch the trailer, read the features. Like, if you just type like the Sims 3 generation features on YouTube or Google, lots of things come up and you'll see that it basically, generations focuses on every generation of life. That's why it's called generations, whereas Parenthood is focusing on the parenting aspects. So it's a lot different. We got so many different things in generations that didn't come in Parenthood at all. So next up is more creative Sim relationship options. Obviously in The Sims 4 you can have, you know, cousins, uncles, all of that, you know, you can do everything, but not in Create a Sim. And I think for storytelling purposes and just people who really want to make like a whole family, sometimes people really like to go in and they create 2 Sims, but then they want to make those Sims cousins and their aunts and their uncles, and you know, they just want to, a lot of people are like that and we can't do it. And then even the most basic thing, we can't make boyfriends and girlfriends. Like, it has to be married. And I feel like a lot of people, it's very common to make a young couple and they want to just start them off as boyfriend and girlfriend. They don't really want to make that happen. They just want to start it that way. The same way a lot of people want to just start 2 Sims off as husband and wife. So yeah, same deal. I just think that needs to happen for sure. The boyfriend and girlfriend thing, I can't believe that's not a thing yet, but let's cross our fingers that gets added, because I feel like that could obviously be something that would be added in a free update, and I feel like that's just really necessary at this point. And then the next thing is actually also to do with Create a Sim, and that's 2 more trait slots. I really would like to see some more trait slots. I don't know what you guys, I know there's a mod, but I mean, not everyone can use mods. And I just feel like, I mean, console players, they can never use mods, and depending on like what kind of computer you have, some people tell me that like they even just put a couple mods in their game and it lags. So everyone has their own reasons, and I just think it needs to be officially in the game. 3 slots, it's not enough. I know you can get like bonus traits in the game, but like, I just think we should be able to give our Sims more personality straight away, right when we're creating them, because it makes us like more drawn to the Sim and more attached to them. And I feel like it's really hard to give our Sims like positive sides to their personality and negative sides to their personality. Because there's only 3 slots, like it's really difficult. It kind of makes you just want to give your sim like all positive traits because they're so limited. Like I try really hard to give my sim at least 1 negative trait, but I just miss how it was in The Sims 3. I just feel like I could always give my sims like 2 negative traits because the space was there. Next thing also has to do with create a sim, and that's a hair color slider. So obviously we got the skin tone update, which basically works where they gave us a whole bunch of more swatches, and then we got the slider so we can kind of make our own skin tones as well. You can use a slider for every single skin tone, so kind of like the possibilities are endless now, which is really amazing. It's definitely, you know, some people would have preferred a color wheel, but it's the closest thing we're gonna get, so I'm personally happy with that. And then for the makeup we got the slider as well, so now all we're missing is a hair slider. And I don't even feel like, I mean, yes, it would be nice if they gave us some more swatches again because they gave us some, but for some reason they didn't give us any more redhead swatches. I don't know why. Like, does anyone like feel that way? Like, it's kind of weird. They just like, I don't know, they gave us more blonde shades, another brown shade, they gave us a more true black shade. But no red. Like, I'm confused because I feel like the ginger options in Create a Sim aren't the greatest. Like, they don't look bad, but I just feel like they're not like realistic to how a lot of redheads hair is. Yes, I feel like it would be great to get another ginger hair color, but even if we don't, at least if we had the hair slider, I feel like you could make a lot of different shades with the redhead colors that we do have. So that would be nice. That would also be great for like the fun hair colors, like the pink and all that. Cause I don't know, like it's just weird only having like a 1 option for pink hair, 1 option for purple. It sucks. Okay, so that is everything for Create a Sim. Now, the next thing, the community is divided in half with this, and that's cars. Some people want it so bad, and other people are like, what's the point? And I think a lot of people who played The Sims 2 are all on board with wanting cars. And I played The Sims 2. Honestly, I probably played The Sims 2 the most. Like, I played every single Sims game, but The Sims 2, something about it. Like, I would even still go back to it in The Sims 3 days. Even when The Sims 4 came out, I'd still go back to The Sims 2. It just has a special place in my heart. And like, The Sims 2, like, it also has all those spin-off games like Castaway and Life Stories, Pet Stories. And I love all those as well. Like, it's a whole vibe. So everything about The Sims 2 was just great, and the cars were a lot of fun. Yes, they just drove off the lot, but it really, you know how everyone says the little things are important in The Sims 4, but then for some reason people say cars are pointless, which confuses me because that's the little things. Like, even them just driving off the lot, like, it actually makes a difference. Like, when you're playing The Sims 2, it truly does make a difference seeing them actually drive away. And also there was things with the cars. You could get the fixer-upper car and fix it up into this nice car. You could do all these things with it, and then you could paint it, and it was like a whole fun process. And I'm pretty sure like other Sims could join you as well. So yeah, I loved that. I would love to see that come in The Sims 4. And then also there's tons of other little things. You can woohoo in the car. It could be a new woohoo spot, you know, because it could be parked in the driveway. And then your sim, maybe even like when your sim's upset having a breakdown, maybe they can go sit down in the car and cool off, because a lot of people do that. You know, you're like freaking out and you just gotta go and sit in your car for a little bit because it's a quiet space. And you could just shut the door in your car and just block everyone out. So I feel like that could be kind of cool because Sims can have like emotional breakdowns in the game. And then I feel like you could also go and get gas, and even if they just disappear in a rabbit hole, that's another thing people want more of, is more rabbit holes. Even though they just disappear, it's still just little things. It's just, you know, like in The Sims 3 you go grocery shopping and you couldn't go in with them, but it made it feel like they were really going grocery shopping. It was just nice. So anyways, we're getting off topic, but the next thing is a Dine Out Refresh. I think out of all the packs, Dine Out needs the refresh the most, and I also feel like it could use some more gameplay. Like, you know, I've talked about, what about adding like fast food restaurants? Because the Dine Out experience is quite fancy. Even if you place down like a fast food type of place, like a diner. I mean, a diner I guess works fine, but like fast food, like classic fast food, it's just, it doesn't feel like it at all. Like, it's still like a sit down. Yes, when you go to McDonald's, of course you can sit down, but it's just, I don't know, it's too restaurant vibes to me. Like, it just, if you, obviously in real life, if you go to a restaurant and then you go to McDonald's, the vibes are very different. So yeah, and I feel like the food is not in the right packaging and stuff. And also, takes forever for the food to come, so it's not like fast. So I feel like there should be like a new lot type, fast food, and then it'll just work a little differently. And then maybe this is another thing where cars come in handy. You can go on the drive-through. Because I feel like because we have closed world, we could probably put our Sims cars in their inventory. Like if we got cars, I mean, I would assume. So if that's the case, I mean, I think we could even put our cars in the inventory. Yeah, you could put cars in your inventory in The Sims 3. So I feel like you would be able to in The Sims 4. And then I feel like there could be a drive-through at the fast food place and your Sim could ooh, I just got another idea. Even if like with a refresh, because I know they probably have like a limited amount they can do with a refresh, and obviously they have all these bug fixes to do. Maybe they would add in some more like food types that are suitable for restaurants. So if they're going to do these different things and all of that, I feel like even if they can't add a whole other lot type and have it work like fast food and all of that, if that's like too much for a pack refresh, I don't know. Even if they made the fast food restaurants a rabbit hole and then you just did the drive-through. And then obviously if we don't get cars before a Dine Out Refresh, or if we don't get cars at all, your Sim could just go into the fast food place like it's a rabbit hole, and then they'll come out with like fast food packaging and like the classic fast food cup for their drink. Like I think that would even be really cool to me. I just overall feel like The Sims needs more ways to get food. We didn't even get the classic vending machines. Like we have vending machines now with Snowy Escape, but they're like made for Snowy Escape. Like if you guys play with Snowy Escape, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like there's not classic vending machine food. Like, I don't know. Next up is hotels and resorts. So I'm saying this as like a game pack. I've done a whole video on this, so I'm not going to go crazy in depth with it, but I just feel like a lot of people expected to get hotels or resorts or both with Island Living, and obviously that didn't happen. So I think we're due for a hotels and resorts pack. I just think, yes, we have different places to vacation to, but if you think about it, everything in The Sims 4 in terms of vacation has kind of been given to us in an adventure type of way. Outdoor Retreat, I feel like you're exploring the woods and stuff, which Outdoor Retreat, I will say, feels the most like a vacation, only because when you go camping, you know, the things that you do is just you kind of relax, sit by the fire, go fishing, stroll around in the woods. You know, you kind of do the same things that are in the pack. So I mean, that's fine. I definitely think that pack could also use a refresh though, because it's like the first game pack that came out. But anyways, still, I just feel like you're like the aspiration that you get and all that, like it feels like a hiking adventure. Like you got to go through the woods and stuff like that. And then with Jungle Adventure, I mean, the name says it right there. It's literally an adventure. You're going on an adventure through the woods, and well, not through the woods, through the jungle. And like, I just feel like that's the whole purpose of it, you know? So it's not really like vacation. Like when I'm thinking vacation, I'm thinking like a relaxing getaway, either to like somewhere where you're gonna go and just see a lot of scenery, go walk around, you know, just relax, or like tropical beach, but like not so much Sulani, because Island Living was kind of done in a way where they want you to fix up the beach and stuff like that. Yes, you can do things, and now you can place vacation homes in any world, but that's the thing. See, vacation homes now in any world is actually really great. We're missing the hotels and like the resorts, and I feel like it would be cool, even if the way they did the hotels and resorts, if they made it where you can place resorts down in any world, I'd be completely happy with that. But like, the lot works in a special way. You have to check in, and maybe it comes with a lot of different items that makes it feel like a resort, and like little things like you can run the resort, and then like the really little details like putting chlorine in the pool, cleaning the pool. That was in The Sims 3. That was cool. I liked that. And then like buffets. Obviously, I would love for it to come with a new world, but when it comes to that, I don't know if they would need to make it an expansion pack, which I will say I'm totally cool with an expansion pack for that too. I always say game pack because it seems like it fits in a game pack. But if they went all out with it, I would not be mad at that being an expansion pack. I really wouldn't. So number 9 is another pack, and that's a teen pack. I feel like the teens that really need a pack, they need to be worked on. Thankfully, we got a preteen mod recently, but you know, that just kind of separates teens and preteens. Like I need teens to really feel like teens, and there's just nothing there. There really isn't. Like, I mean, yes, teenagers, there's a little bit of stuff stuff, like it's not there. The kids have their own stuff pack, the toddlers have their own stuff pack. Where's my teens at? Now I will say, I literally feel like there could be a whole game pack just on teens because I feel like they're so lacking compared to the other life stages. But I mean, a stuff pack would make sense. I don't think they would do a game pack for it, but I'm just like, where's the teen game pack? Because I'm actually confused why they haven't done that yet. It's weird, right? Because I feel like, I mean, you would have thought that it would kind of came out around the same time as like the toddler one or the kid one, because teens don't really have much that kind of make them teens. So that's kind of weird to me. I don't really know. I know we got Parenthood, but still, we still got our toddler pack and kid pack. So, and then the last one is just more community lots, whether they're rabbit holes or actual lots that we can visit. But I will say, I definitely want more lots that we can go into, but like also some rabbit holes, like, you know, an actual grocery store. Because right now the grocery shopping, I'm happy with it, but like, I also think there should be a rabbit hole to just, you know, yeah. And then also movie theaters, whether they do that as a rabbit hole, I don't know. I feel like they did come up with that movie night stuff pack, but then it doesn't have movie theaters. Maybe they could do a refresh on that, but I don't really know if they're going to refresh stuff packs. So I have no idea about that. But again, in The Sims 3, it was a rabbit hole, so that doesn't bother me personally. I just want that movie experience where they have a moodlet and it affects them, and it's great for big families. You know, once your family starts growing and then say you got like, you know, 2 adults in the house that want to go on a date, or 2 teens that want to go out, or like even 1 teen who wants to go out to the movies with their friends. You know, it just adds for like some gameplay there. And then as for like actual lots that we can visit, I just think there's a lot of lots missing. I think we need more shopping things. Like I honestly think Get to Work needs a whole refresh as well. Like now I keep talking about other refreshes, but they're just coming to my mind. I don't know. I think malls would be really cool. I don't really like the shopping system in The Sims 4 that much. And I don't know. I kind of wish there was just like a mall where we can't actually run the mall, but like it's a place your Sims can visit, you know, and all the stores. Because I think that would work better. You know, like I just think it would work better like that, and I think it would actually feel like a mall. I also think it would be cool if there was more like different play centers for toddlers and stuff like that. I just have a lot of ideas for different community lots, but I don't want this to get too long and rambly, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. But go ahead and comment down below your 2022 wish list, because we're almost in 2022, and let's hope that we get some fun things this year, because honestly, yes, 2021 had some things come into the game that were questionable, but we also got some really good updates. So it was kind of a mix of both, so you never know what 2022 holds. It could be a really great year for The Sims 4, so let's cross our fingers. But you guys, with that said, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are all having an amazing, amazing day, and don't forget to leave some positivity down below. I love you guys also so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!